Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Herkimer College and Wareham Stadium for Championship Sunday, where we host NFC here at Wareham Stadium at Herkimer College. United League Christian Football Club is going for the division championship today. So right now, as we look at the standings, after 10 games have been played, the New York Shockers have 8 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss, totaling 25 points. Krajisnik is in second place, 9 games played, 7 wins, and 2 draws. No losses on the season for this group, and they are at 23 points. So it is very simple for this dynamic team. Go ahead and get the W, and you are champions of the division. Doesn't give them the conference championship, but it certainly does give them the division championship, and it puts them in the driver's seat for the playoffs. They control everything that has to do with the playoff seed, where they're going to be, and how things are going to take place. So, your starting lineup for Krajisnik this afternoon: Adeline Buljabasic, number 5, playing defense. We have Asim Gashik in goal today. He's your goalkeeper in all yellow with black pants and white gloves. Number 3, the illustrious Gordy Gerson, playing forward. And then we have Yushin Hagauri, number 11, playing midfield. Brady McNutty, playing defense, number 4. As we just kicked off, as we start this match between NFC and United League Krajisnik Football Club. Davi Morichin is going to be number 10, playing midfield. Bakir Omershevik, number 21, on defense. Ricky Orozco, Mr. Assist himself, getting number 8 and playing midfield. Antonio Pagano, playing midfield, and number 16. You can't stop him. You only hope to contain him. Mr. Francesco Cheech Pagano, number 22, playing forward. Loso, midfield, number 9. And then we have full bench for Krajisnik this afternoon, all wearing their yellow pennies. Some of them hovering underneath their Herkimer Generals tent over there, because the weather is being a little temperamental here. We have major storms that are to the west of us, so we're keeping an eye to the skies. But here, if it's just rain, we just play. So Krajisnik right now controlling the offensive zone. As we look at the starting lineup for NFC, NFC showed up with no substitutes. So this is your roster for today. Dadanum Berhan, number 37, at midfield. Midfielder Brody Cook, 36. Forward, number 29, Timothy Cowan. Midfield, number 47, Liam Curtis. Your midfielder, number 14, Anakin Ducey. Goalkeeper today in the pipes, wearing blue, white gloves and black shorts with black socks, Logan Cam. Defense, number 54, Matthew Manton. Tyrese Osayande, playing forward, number 61. And then you got Jacob Reynolds playing midfield, number 20, and Xander Weishart, forward, and number 9. So those are your 2 rosters for this afternoon's match. We're 2 minutes in. Krajisnik trying to put a little pressure on everybody. Goaltender there using that stickum to keep that ball from rolling in. So a lot of really, really great things taking place in the soccer world right now. Obviously, we have the World Cup going on. Congratulations to Bosnia for their draw the other day in World Cup action. Ironically, everybody in that grouping got draws. So Bosnia is going to be back in action. Mark your calendars for Thursday, June 18th at 3 p.m. Group B, Bosnia is going to be going up against Switzerland. And then the United States came out roaring with a 4-1 win over Paraguay, and they will be back in action. They're tied for first place with Australia, and lo and behold, cross going into the middle by Cheech Pagano. He was looking for Gordy Gerson in the middle, but unfortunately the ball goes out, so we got goal kick. United States go against Australia for first place on Friday, June 19th at 3 in the afternoon as well. So you got UPSL, you've got the World Cup. There's a lot of great soccer action going on. As another through ball tries to get through the defense, and NFC blocks the ball going through the middle. trying to hit Gordy and trying to get up to Cheech. So some really, really great things taking place today. You have the battle for the division as Ricky Roscoe comes through the middle, hits Yashin to Gordy in the middle. Pagano tries to get there. Ball comes back to defense. So Krajisnik fighting for that division, but also we are going to crown an MVP today. So everybody keep with us, stay with the broadcast, because we're going to name an MVP, and we might be hoisting a UPSL divisional championship today for your United League Krajisnik Football Club. Krajisnik rolling the ball, switching the field. Bakir in the middle, playing more of a center back position. Ball transfers up, going wide. Krajisnik just holding pattern. There's Yashin. Tell you, Yashin has had one heck of a season. 3 goals on the season, tied with Gordy for second for the most goals on the roster for the Krajisnik team. Nobody's been able to touch Cheech Pagano. Francesco has been lightning in a bottle, just like he was in M2, just like he was when he had the opportunity to play M1 with UCFC this winter. Just absolute cannon up top. So Francesco, very, very big part of this offensive group, and a humongous future is in store for him. Ball comes in on Asim, and Asim just rolls right out. No pressure whatsoever from NFC. So they're playing with only 10 players. They were not able to roster 11. And with that whole situation, yeah, you can play with 10 players, but you're going to have to really move the ball, possess the ball. You're going to have to cut down on the amount of running that you're doing and really try and play some sort of a defensive offsides trap to try and keep this offensive group from Krajisnik at bay for as long as possible. Krajisnik coming with a full bench today. Substitute players like Jackson Card, Andrew DeChavo, Rafael Garofalo, Eddie Libick is here today, and then also you've got Victor Stashik, name that everybody knows from Indoor Days, and Hamza Zakanovic is here as well. So Hamza is going to be on the bench as an option to come in today if needed. Krajisnik is here, and they are ready for this championship, and to claim this division. They have worked very, very hard. Those standings for Krajisnik, tied for first place, but this team, Bakir, Oscar, Hamza, Davi, Gordon. But this is the one that means the most, especially for Krajisnik, going for that championship, going for those medals, going for that trophy, and setting themselves up for success. So Krajisnik is controlling the ball in the middle of the field, 9 minutes in. A couple of shots on goal, but nothing really serious yet. Still trying to feel everything out. Playing long ball. Yashin with the header. Goes right towards the center back for NFC defense. Antonio using his body, trying to gain possession of that ball. Maybe shift that ball over to his brother up to Gordy at the top. NFC looking for the ball and going wide and bringing it up. They've got a runner on the outside that if they can hit the pass, and a trip in the middle. There is a foul called, so we're going to have a free kick for NFC. That runner going behind, players have to have those eyes in the back of that head, because otherwise you might just have a runner go, connect that pass, and we're off to the races. Krajisnik throughout the entire season has showcased the capability of getting back and playing some solid defense, running those players off sides, really controlling the back line. And today, NFC probably is going to be running. I would be anticipating that they're going to try and play some long ball, hit some of those runners, but really conserve their energy, because 90 minutes with no substitutes is a long day at the office. NFC with a kick that goes wide, didn't touch the goaltender, but it was deflected at the time of the shot by Krajisnik. So We have a corner for NFC. So Adeline had deflected that ball out of bounds. Corner comes through. Now there's a throw in, and now we have possession of the ball coming back across. Krajisnik trying to possess. There's Pagano. Pagano on the ball, tripped up in the middle of the field, and there is a whistle. So Pagano talking it over with Gordy, seeing how we're going to play this. Fresh ball brought in from the sidelines. Looks like the weather has calmed down here. A light breeze over here at Wareham Stadium. Everybody trying to keep the rain out of here, so we have a nice, beautiful day. Another great day up at Herkimer College for soccer. Referee having some time there, making some notes. So quite a delay here as we get ready for free kick. Referee walks it off. 10 paces for space. NFC builds that short wall. Gordy over the ball. Laso steps over. Gordy launches it into the box. We got a runner and goes over the box, or over the goal, rather. Great play, great opportunity. So Bakir went in on the challenge from the chip. Great play by Gordy. It was right where it needed to be, and unfortunately Bakir put it over the goal. But that was such a beautiful play by Bakir, textbook style. Now he's got control of the ball, running back on defense as a light mist starts coming down onto the pitch. So broadcaster Jinx mentioned the nice weather and how the rain had taken a break, and then it starts raining on me again. Thank you, Mother Nature, for making a liar out of me. Love it. So we're back in action. Ball is on the foot of Francesco Pagano. He gets picked. Ricky Orozco right there to pick it up. Ball goes back to NFC defense. Krajisnik right back on it. So Krajisnik showcasing and doing a clinic of ball control and possession, looking for their shots. Bakir sends one in. Touched an NFC player, so we have a corner for Krajisnik. Gordy's going to take this corner. So NFC getting ready for the ball to come in. Great launch by Gordy. Couple of missed headers. Krajisnik tries to save it. NFC hitting their big forward, Tyrese. Breaks off his run to pursue. Breaks back into position as Bakir dishes it off to Ricky Orozco. Ricky Orozco, a household name in this area after several years with M2, the Krajisnik M2 team playing indoor, as well as getting some time with UCFC. Krajisnik with an opportunity. Ball came in. Yushin was looking for that header. But Ricky was the top assist. He had the record for the number of assists and top assist number for M2 2 seasons ago, and this past season it was no different. He was right up there with the top three, and Ricky has been an intricate part to this offense as well. Gordy always doing what Gordy does, bringing the ball up. He's looking for that cross, stops that ball on a dime, brings it into the middle. Great touch by Yashin. Yashin looking for the shot. Shot goes just wide. Just wide. So Antonio Pagano takes that shot, just misses that outside post. And Logan Cam, goaltender for NFC, he was frozen in space. Did not expect that, so great play by Yashin. Almost netted a 1-0 lead for Krajisnik. Instead, goal kick for NFC. Ricky Orozco controlling, getting over to Pagano. Goes wide. Adeline on the outside. Tried to get to that ball, wasn't able to, so NFC has a throw-in. As the sun peeks out, we'll try talking about the weather again. We'll see if it rains again. If it does, then I just won't bring it up for the next half. Ball back into the middle. Defense covers. Absolutely no pressure from NFC all day long for Krajisnik to be able to position themselves, bring the ball out. Francesco coming up through the middle, hits Ricky. Francesco again tries to go through two players. NFC got the worst of that. Gordy coming out near side. There's Yashin trying to control that ball. Stop the ball. It's still alive. That was sitting on the line, was not out. Slide tackle play. Great move by the defense for Krajisnik. So Brady was able to go ahead and get that ball out of bounds. It's a great play if you're able to get to the ball first. Otherwise, if not, and you're not able to control it, slide tackle can be dangerous if you don't have help behind you. Gordy's got to run now, got hit. He's looking for help. He's got Pagano in the middle, brings the ball up, fakes the shot. Now he's got Yashin wide, but Yashin stopped his run. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why you keep running. Unless you're going to run off sides and the ball is not in play yet, you got to keep going. So Yashin broke off his run. Gordy was going to hit him perfectly. Unfortunately, that ball turned into a throw-in. NFC launches it. Adeline with the defensive hit. NFC with ball. Ricky Orozco out of bounds. Great launch by NFC again, but Krajisnik defense comes up big. Pagano controls, tries to hit Gordy. Ball bouncing around a lot down there. It's another NFC throw-in. NFC has not been able to do anything with these. That's a handball. So Krajisnik is ready to go here. Handball by NFC. When they finally got out of their own end, they weren't able to utilize any of those throw-ins to move the ball forward. Ricky Orozco in the middle. Yashin out wide. Yashin back into the middle, making a run. But Kieran Laso have been controlling that middle. Laso playing more in the middle than playing on defense, playing that defensive backside. Both Pagano brothers have been rotating between top and midfield positions. Speaking of Pagano, Francesco coming through. Then Leso with ball. He's got players out wide. He connects. Ball comes crossing in long. Yashin. Adeline. Now Pagano. Everybody's using their heads. Crossing back in. Gordy doesn't get to the ball. A lot of pressure. There's Antonio. Antonio Pagano attacking. Ball switched back over in the NFC end, but is not saved. Heads up into the stands. Anel's hoping that we don't lose that ball. NFC just not able to get the ball outside of their own defensive end. Krajisnik is able to shift and adjust to where that ball is on the field, and they're able to control everything. The only difference is they haven't been able to put one in the back of the net. A couple of really good opportunities and really good shots put on goal. And Krajisnik just knocking on the door. It's a matter of time before they blast it on down. Logan getting ready again. Another quality goal kick, goes past midfield, controlled in the middle by Krajisnik. Bakura is right there, puts his foot on it. Krajisnik bringing the ball up. There's Leso again. He's got two on him, loses control. Ricky Orozco covering the tall forward from NPC, or NFC rather. There's Yashin with a long shot. Goal kick in the air. And they call a foul for a push. So NFC has a free kick just inside the NFC half. So NFC on the season coming out of Auburn, New York. 3 wins, 3 losses, and 3 draws. 18 goals scored. NFC in 5th place with 9 games played. 3 is all the way across with 12 points. They're actually tied for 5th place with Smugtown FC. Both teams with only 9 games played. As ball comes out of the back, Krajisnik hits that long pass for Yashin. Way too far, a little too much mustard on that hit. So out of the West, out of the 11 teams, Shockers, Krajisnik, Orange City FC, and FCY New York are your top 4. Then NFC in 5th, tied with Smugtown FC in 6th with 12 points each. Gaffer City is in 7th position within the bracket with 9 points. Torabora FC with 9 points. Onondaga FC with 9 points. Both Torabora and Onondaga only 9 games played. And then Syracuse FC and Bondo FC. Syracuse FC with 6 points. And Bondo FC has lost all 10 games that they played. Rough season for them. -9 on the points. So that's your Western bracket right now. And with the Shockers with 10 games played, Orange City and FCY New York all with 10 games in your top 4. Krajisnik really is in the driver's seat here. And again, with a win on Championship Sunday, they will be able to take the division and be division champions. So Yushin got Ricky Orozco as an option. He's still dribbling through. Loses possession of the ball, but it comes right out onto the foot of a Krajisnik player and just misses the goal once again. All those shots are just missing that post. Logan Cam staying right in the middle, and Krajisnik unable to hit that post. There's been 3 shots that have been very close to that far post, right post if you're facing the goal. And unfortunately, for Krajisnik, the ball hasn't hit that inside post and hasn't launched it into the back corner. So another goal kick for Logan Cam, rather. Krajisnik controlling. Goes back to Bakir. Bakir moves up to Antonio. Antonio controlling. Looking for options. He's got 4 open. Playing within that diamond formation in the middle of the field. Ricky hits Antonio. Antonio brings the ball back into Yushin. Goes over to Gordy. Gordy back on the ball after a deflection. Trying to flick the ball back to Ricky Orozco is Antonio Pagano. Goes all the way back to Bakir and gets cleared out of the offensive push zone. Ricky Orozco. Krajisnik is controlling the ball quite well. NFC holding their own as we hit 30 minutes here. Brady on the outside. Feeding that ball over to Davi. Davi to Ricky Orozco. You got Bakir back out. Back into the middle of the Ricky. Great save by NFC, punching that ball out. Lands right on the foot of Pagano. Pagano bringing the ball back towards the middle. He's been very dangerous making that play. NFC saw it. 3 players to stop Pagano. Here comes Yushin. Controls. He's got space. Hits the window for Ricky. Ricky advancing that ball laterally. Coach Tarek for Krajisnik shouting instructions from the sidelines. A hint of frustration. Great cross. Yushin trying to hit that cross. Back out to Davi. Davi with another shot. Hit off the post and the back of the goaltender. That should be a corner, and it is. So you can sense the frustration building. Ball comes in off of the cross. Goal kick comes sailing in. Another push off by NFC. So free kick. Referee is looking at Tyrese, the forward for NFC, like shaking his head and his hands up, saying, I've told you this numerous times, not my problem, you don't listen. So Krajisnik with the free kick, being systematic about it, not just launching it through. Davi with the ball in the middle, goes out wide to Yashin. Ricky applying pressure. Krajisnik only running with 2 defenders because NFC is not able to get the ball out of their end of the field. No pressure whatsoever. So Krajisnik overloading the offensive zone. Ball being brought up, goes into the middle, but Pagano not able to get there. Bakir's still there. He's got a very strong leg. He can hit it from almost anywhere on the field. Instead of taking the rip, he decides to stay systematic with it. Ball into the middle, deflection. Goaltender had to make a save. So Brady McNutty trying to generate some offense there. Ball moving up. Krajisnik has not been able to get a through ball through the back 3 on the defensive line. Chip comes over. Pagano with the shot, deflection off the goalie. Yashin right there, Ricky Orozco right there. Nobody gets a shot off, and Gordy pays the price. Gordy went for the ball, and got slammed in the lower shin area, and is screaming in pain on the field. I'm not coaching for 53 years. So FC with the throw in from the far side. Everybody hear me chatting with somebody in the booth here. It's our illustrious president, Anel Pajatovic, who's involved with this UPSL program for the area, as well as running United Elite Krajisnik Football Club, putting up with my nonsense as VP, and he's shaking his head like, God almighty, that's a second full-time job. But great president, great league, also heavily involved with the Livy Strong Foundation, being on the board of that, being involved with Whitestown ASO and running things for there. So great partnership here and putting a quality product. Even the UPSL women's program being involved in the planning with that and working with Sarah to put a premium product on the field. Work with those ladies in their UPSL journey. M2, forming the M2 program, becoming partners with UCFC during the wintertime as well, working with the M1 group. And now bleeds this sport and is a catalyst for a lot of different things, not only through the soccer community, but also the Bosnian community. So always a good time when I got my buddy up here in the booth. Likes to bust my chops about my broadcasting. Krajisnik down in the bottom line. Long hit coming in, deflected, and goes out of bounds past the end line. So another opportunity for Krajisnik, and just deflections are not going Krajisnik's way right now. And it's enabling NFC to stay within the parameters of the game here. They're still relevant in this 0-0 match as we hit 38 minutes. Corner kick comes in for Gordy. So shot on goal from Adeline, and he is trying his hardest to get a shot there. Gordy was wide open in the bottom, which would have given Krajisnik the opportunity to possibly cross, but sometimes you got to take that shot and be selfish when you don't have anybody around you. So Logan Cam with yet another goal kick. I think by the end of the game, his leg is going to fall off. Adeline getting mauled there. He got arms wrapped around. NFC finally down in the defensive end for Krajisnik. Ball went out of bounds, so it's going to be a Krajisnik throw-in just outside the 18. So quick throw-in. Bakir switches. Ball goes wide. Brody on the outside, bringing the ball up. Looking for the through ball, and finally Krajisnik gets one, gets into the box, right into the middle. Pagano with the shot. Score! Just as the rain starts to come down, you can't stop them, you only hope to contain them. Francesco Pagano with the goal. And a 1-0 lead for Krajisnik Football Club. United Elite Krajisnik Football Club goal scored by Francesco Pagano, assisted by Davi. So Krajisnik finally knocks the door down with a dangerous hit by Pagano. Always dangerous, cutting through right through the middle of the field. And that has been his signature move all season long for this outdoor season in UPSL. And quite frankly, he was doing that during M2 as well. Very, very dangerous. He comes across the middle of the field and puts one on line. And unless your goaltender is Superman, 9 out of 10 times that ball's going in the back of the net. So Francesco Pagano finally breaking through for the 1-0 lead as we hit 41.5 minutes in this opening half on Championship Sunday, where Krajisnik is battling for the divisional title. And again, we will be moving forward with crowning an MVP for this outdoor season for UPSL men. So stay tuned for that announcement and interview as another shot goes on goal, and Yushin has that shot go off the shin of the goaltender for NFC, creating another corner kick opportunity. So Yushin getting involved in this as well. But stay with us at halftime, because that interview and announcement of the MVP for the men's UPSL season for Krajisnik will be coming up in a matter of minutes. Gordy Gerson receives the pass, and now NFC not only increases the intensity by taking out Gordy, but also is now trying to muster up some speed and some energy after Krajisnik puts up their first goal of the game as we hit 43 minutes in this match. Adeline. Krajisnik playing the ball wide. Looking across for Davi. You got Brady. Brady over to Davi. Davi with the touch. Davi's looking for that pass back. Connects with the defensive line. Another chip into the box. A header. And goal! Goal, goal, goal! Gordy Gerson puts another one up on the board. The partnership of Gerson and Pagano on the front line has been devastating to opponents this entire season, and today is no different. Such a great movement of the ball, of the pass. United Elite Krajisnik Football Club, goal scored by number 3, Gordy Gerson. Assisted by number 4, Brody. So Krajisnik now with a commanding 2-0 lead in this match as we come to the 45th minute. We're in bonus time right now. And unlike when you guys are at home watching the exciting World Cup games where you can actually see how many bonus minutes we have, that little graphic we don't have access to at UPSL. And now, could you get on that so that way us broadcasters know how many minutes are left for bonus? We need to work on that technology. So Krajisnik here, 45 minutes into bonus time with a 2-0 lead. First one off the foot of Francesco Pagano. The second one off the foot of none other than Gordy Gerson. And Gordy and Francesco have made a name. Ricky Orozco has made a name. Davi is making a name. You know, these guys, they go out into public in this community. They give back to the community in so many different ways, through either youth coaching, mentoring, being involved with clinics and things for the organizations that they play for, being involved with local colleges. And another goal! The other Pagano! He gets involved! Antonio Pagano puts one in! United League Krajisnik Football Club, goal scored in bonus time by Antonio Pagano. So a 3-0 lead, that goal coming in bonus time. And Krajisnik, like the rain coming down, is starting to pour it onto NFC and show their dominance that they have had in place the entire season as the ball comes sailing out of bounds. And it looks like that is halftime. So as the rain comes down, everybody is running off of the field. And we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back for halftime festivities. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, the announcement for the MVP is coming and interview. So everybody stay glued to your computers, stay glued to YouTube, because we will be right back after these messages. Real estate sales and purchases are the most important transactions of your life, making it essential you hire the right real estate agent. I'm Greg Fanning with the Property Pros team at eXp Realty. Over the last 4 years, I have amassed a network of industry leaders to help before, during, and after your deal closes, resulting in a 5-star rating, leaving you with happy memories. Whether it's residential or commercial, relocation or investments, I'm the only realtor you'll ever need. Real estate sales and purchases are the most important transactions of your life, making it essential you hire the right real estate agent. I'm Greg Fanning with the Property Pros team at eXp Realty. Over the last 4 years, I have amassed a network of industry leaders to help before, during, and after your deal closes, resulting in a 5-star rating, leaving you with happy memories. Whether it's residential or commercial, relocation or investments, I'm the only realtor you'll ever need. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Herkimer College at Wareham Stadium, where your United League Krajisnik Football Club is up 3-0 on Championship Sunday as Krajisnik goes towards solidifying their championship for the division. And I'm standing next to my good buddy over here, Mr. Cheech Pagano, who got the team on the board today. Tell me a little bit about that goal.
Yeah, it's a big one. The first one's usually the hardest, so they were kind of sitting in, and after that, things started opening up for us. But we just remained calm, trusting ourselves.
Yeah, I saw Gordy got us our second goal of the day. You two have been just manhandling all defensive walls throughout the process of the entire season. What's it like to work with Gordy, not only from the indoor season, but also transitioning to this great season that you guys have been having?
Yeah, it's definitely special. He's a good mentor and friend of mine. He's helped me a lot. It was fun to see him get a header today. That was unexpected.
So we've got you've got now 8 goals on the season. Top goal scorer. Not sure how many assists because I really didn't look past goals. Sorry. But an incredible M2 season. Working with the M1 team.
Yep.
Now you're doing a great season with UPSL, and there's one other little hashtag that we got to check off here, and it is my distinct honor to present you with the 2026 Men's UPSL MVP trophy. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. But my teammates helped me out, so
there you go.
Credit to them. So yeah.
So thank you very much for being a part of this organization.
Sure.
Congratulations,
so
my friend.
Yeah.
Have a great second half. Ladies and gentlemen, your MVP for Krajisnik Football Club. We will be back after these messages for your second half of action here at Herkimer College. Real estate sales and purchases are the most important transactions of your life, making it essential you hire the right real estate agent. I'm Greg Fanning with the Property Pros team at eXp Realty. Over the last 4 years, I have amassed a network of industry leaders to help before, during, and after your deal closes, resulting in a 5-star rating, leaving you with happy memories. Whether it's residential or commercial, relocation or investments, I'm the only realtor you'll ever need. We are back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Herkimer College and Wareham Stadium, where your Krajisnik football club has a commanding 3-0 lead against the NFC team. Congratulations again to Francesco Pagano.
I don't have to push anything to start it, right?
For winning the MVP, being named by his coaching staff, players, and public as the MVP for this UPSL season. Well-deserved individual, well-deserved trophy for this individual who has been a big part of this organization, this soccer organization, both for our indoor season as well as outdoor season with UPSL. I'm really looking forward to seeing where his career goes and just what kind of a further impact he can make, not only on the pitch, but also in the local communities that he has an impact with. Looks like Gordy is on the sideline there in his jacket. I guess he might actually be subbing out and getting a little extra rest and getting ready for the playoffs. So we are getting ready here, 45 minutes of second half action as Davi fires one to the goalie. Referee blowing the whistle on it. Pagano having a conversation with the referee saying, what? So Krajisnik got the goal scoring happening with Pagano. Gordy followed up, and right in bonus time, a goal by the Pagano brother, Antonio, has got Krajisnik up here 3-0. And they, again, with a win this afternoon, will be your divisional champions for men's UPSL in this 2026 spring-summer season. So NFC has a lot of work to do, and again, they showed up without any substitutes. They do not have any additional options. Fatigue, I'm sure, is starting to set in, especially with this weather, because 1 minute it's raining, the next minute it's just muggy and humid. Really takes a toll. I don't care how in shape and fit you are. It still does take a toll at a certain point. And now NFC has 3 goals to garnish here and try to claw themselves back into this game. They have one heck of a large task ahead of them. So while I have an opportunity here as the ball gets brought out by Davi, we would like to thank all of our sponsors for this UPSL season. Ball intercepted, foul called, Krajisnik ball. So we'd like to thank all of our participating sponsors for this UPSL season. Remember, Krajisnik Football Club is a not-for-profit organization for youth and professional soccer. So if you're a local establishment and you're a local company that would like to get your name in lights and your name all over our social media, potentially even on jerseys and practice shirts for the families of our club, you can reach out to Anel Pajatovic, or you can submit information on our website about your company, and we can have conversations about sponsorship for one team, all the teams, being a corporate sponsor like Chobani. Chobani signed on during the wintertime period. They've been a catalyst in some of the brand new, they were the catalyst for the brand new uniforms that you see for UPSL and our youth program. They're also involved in some other development things for the club. So if you would like to get involved, there are opportunities of all kinds of different levels for sponsorship with Krajisnik across the board. Shot on goal and in. Yushin taking a bow, and he has fired the 4th goal in the second half at the 48-minute mark. Yushin taking control and just hammering it. He had a couple of opportunities in the first half and just wasn't able to capitalize on those, just having them go wide. And Yushin has added another nail to the NFC coffin. United Elite Krajisnik Football Club goal scored by Yushin Hagiwara. So Yushin, being a ninja himself, went ahead and fired that one in at the 48th minute. Krajisnik with another shot on goal, and Krajisnik is just pouring it on. Another opportunity for a corner. So Krajisnik is pouring it on. United Elite Krajisnik Football Club goal scored by Ricky Orozco. So Ricky scores the goal. He gets subbed out. A well-deserved amount of rest on the sideline, getting ready for those playoffs as Krajisnik is getting ready to sub in a bunch of people. I see 3 people going through their isometric warm-ups and their movement warm-ups, and Ricky Orozco gets to take the rest of the day off, caps off this game of dominance against NFC with a goal. That deflection that came in off of the cross from Francesco Pagano. So Pagano right now has a goal and assist on the day. Ricky Orozco with a goal. So Krajisnik is pouring it on just as a champion does. We say that champions train like champions and they play like champions, and they are going to be divisional champions today unless something really wonky goes on. Krajisnik is going to be your Western Division champions. And your MVP, again, presented at halftime, is Francesco Pagano. Ball controlled by Krajisnik. Looking for the cross, looking for the switch. Still possessing. NFC reeling from 2 quick goals at the beginning of this second half. Krajisnik leaving no doubt. So again, going back to sponsorships, if you're a local establishment and you would like to have your name in lights in the Youth Soccer League, Adult Soccer League, as Krajisnik rips off another shot from the middle, reach out to the Krajisnik Football Club. Check out our website. Fill out some information. We will be in touch, and we will customize, if needed, we will customize the sponsorship package for you, so that way you can be involved in this program. Also, some tournaments coming up, youth programs. We will be involved with the Livy Strong tournament coming up in a couple of weeks. And then at the end of the month of July, we will be here for our 2nd annual tournament. Krajisnik puts on a tournament here at Wareham Stadium. So we will be utilizing the grass fields behind the stadium as well as playing on the pitch that you see the professionals and the Herkimer players be involved with. And that's such a great environment to be able to do that because basically unless you are committed to and selected to play for a Generals team, a Herkimer Generals team, you don't step foot on this pitch and play for the team. So we have delivered the opportunity for youth teams from U10 all the way up through high school league to be able to participate, play 11v11, and come out here and compete on the pitch that you're watching this UPSL action today. So teams, organizations, and for Livy Strong ASO programs as well. Sign up, register as quickly as you can because spots fill up very, very quickly, especially when it's a Krajisnik tournament. Go ahead and fill out the information online. Get registered so that way we can put you into the brackets. And any questions or extra details, reach out to our club through the website, or reach out to Anel Pajatovic, and he will be able to provide you some guidance for registration and where your teams are going to be most successful and all those fun things. So there's a lot going on, and quite frankly, if you're looking to get your youth program, your personal youth soccer career jump-started, or a fresh face, fresh way of teaching, fresh competition, then take a look at Krajisnik. We are always open to expanding our rosters, taking a look at opportunities for players. Pagano scores again! Pagano getting a dish off right in the middle of the field, did not hesitate, and it's a one-timer goal for Francesco Pagano, your MVP at the 55th minute of this match. Krajisnik goal scored by Francesco Pagano. And just like Ricky Orozco, Cheech gets an applause. He gets a hand slap, and he gets the sub out. And it looks like Davi is coming off as well. So Tarek making some adjustments to the field play, to getting some players out there, get some field time, get some experience. The other Pagano brother challenging NFC. So youth players, if you're interested in taking your career to the next level, get involved with Krajisnik Football Club and see what we are all about. Programs from U6 all the way up through high school into semi-professional and professional ball. And we are the top league club, travel club that is available within the area. So if you have any questions, reach out to Anel. Reach out to myself. We'd be more than happy to have conversations and see whether or not there is a spot at home with Krajisnik Football Club. NFC trying to keep the ball away from Krajisnik. Probably a good idea with a 6-0 deficit. But Krajisnik right on it again. Ball coming through. So we have had some substitutions. So Rafael Garofalo has taken the field. So he is out there. Andrew DeShavio has come out as a forward, more than likely taking over for Gordy or for Pagano for Cheech. And Hamza has also joined the fray. So some quality substitutions coming through from head coach Tarek. Hamza playing the midfield at number 19. Edin Lejic also came on. So everybody that was available for substitutions. Everybody that was available for his substitutions has been placed on the field. And they're getting some quality game time and experience. Pagano still, one of the brothers is still on the pitch, manning the middle. And Victor Stashik is also out there manning the middle of the field. Great through ball to Victor. Victor looking for that cross, puts it right into the middle. NFC with the defensive play, but that is not a corner. That did go out of bounds on the sideline, so there will be a Krajisnik throw-in. Looks like the referee on the far side is showcasing an offsides call, so free kick for NFC. Ball gets launched in. NFC has really not been able to muster any pressure at all today. Really, really hard playing down players and being able to counterattack and being able to play your style and play the way that you typically do. Great timing on this through ball. Nope, everybody is onside, so this is a live play, ladies and gentlemen, as Krajisnik is attacking once again. Ball comes out wide. Ball back into Victor. Victor looking for an option. Continues to switch. Raphael in the middle. Feeding that ball wide. Creating opportunities. Ball goes right into the middle of the field. Krajisnik with the ball. Victor right there. Faking out. And scores! Victor Stashik with the shot, the deflection off the NFC player, and it goes in the back of the net. Krajisnik Football Club goal scored by Victor Stashik. So Victor Stashik gets on the point sheet. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly why you don't put the ball in the middle of the defensive zone, whether you're a defender or you're a goaltender. Bad rollout, two players from NFC that just looked at each other like they didn't know who they were, and there's Victor, and he took control of it, hit the ball off of one of the defenders that was standing in the box, and you have a 7-0 lead by Krajisnik. The PA announcement system is getting a workout this afternoon as your Krajisnik Football Club put up a dominant performance in fighting for the championship for this division. Krajisnik still controlling. Ball is not getting past midfield. Threw ball back over to Pagano. Pagano loses control of the ball, but still fighting. That never say die attitude, regardless of what the score is, on display this afternoon for this Krajisnik team. Good trap defense, keeping the ball wide. Ball is still in, still on that line. So now it's a question of, is it a foul or is it the ball out of bounds for a throw-in, because it was pretty close for both. Looks like they're going to get a free kick off of the foul. NFC running a timing play as one of their players comes in through. Great defense in the middle. Controls that ball. Kept his hands back so there was no handball, and now we're off to the races. Here comes Victor. Victor up to the top, looking for a potential cross, or will he take the shot? We don't know. About to find out. Loses control of the ball. Krajisnik slows it down, kicks that one back to the defense. Right back into the middle. Rafi in the middle. Krajisnik trying to keep possession of the ball. NFC trying to generate any sort of movement, but they're walking This is what a team that has been beaten into submission looks like. They are exhausted, and it's only hit the 64th minute, so they're not ending this game anytime soon. They've got a long way to go here. And you can see hands on hips. Everybody's exhausted. It's a big field. The weather has come into play as well. And at the end of the day, Krajisnik has just been relentless in this match. Ball comes through the middle. Possession. Rafi in the middle. Raphael with the shot. Saved by the goalie. Coming back on the rebound. Raphael trying to get there. Krajisnik now recovers to 3 back. NFC looking for a cross. They finally have an option with their striker. Asen with one of the few times that he has actually had to do anything today. We always say on the youth field, the day that the goaltender is bored to tears is a really great day. Wouldn't think that I would see it in a pro game. But he has been bored to tears today. If it hadn't rained, he might not have had to even wash his jersey. Krajisnik advancing the ball into the offensive zone, just taking their time. There's no reason to rush. There's no reason to hurry. 7-0 lead. 66th minute coming up. 66 and a half minutes into this match. Krajisnik is going to get there. He'll retain possession. So I'm getting text messages in the middle of the game from my buddy Asat over on plays for our U15 UPSL Academy team, asking for a shout-out. Well, my friend, you got the shout-out, and there's another shot. Hits the post. Hits the post. Krajisnik is not taking their foot off the gas pedal. They want to make a statement, ladies and gentlemen. Be ready for when we show up. Here comes Victor Stashik again. Right foot shot. And it's another goal. Krajisnik with another goal off the foot of Victor Stashik. Rebounds and bounces in off of the inside of that post. And NFC is starting to turn on themselves in the middle of the field. Exhaustion has kicked in. They're wishing that that number was not a 68, but rather a 90. Krajisnik taking complete control. Krajisnik Football Club goal scored by Victor Stashik. So Victor Stashik with another goal today. And that just goes to show when you get the opportunity, you get the window, ladies and gentlemen, fire that ball. Be like Asat. Asat tries to fire the ball. Hope you feel better, buddy. Sprained ankle is no joke. Hope you heal up quickly. I hope all the UPSL Academy players that are nursing some injuries, hope you all get back onto the pitch very quickly. UPSL Academy games are going to be back in action. My U15A team is going to be back in action this Saturday with a doubleheader to finish off their division. Fighting for first place in the academy and an opportunity to play in the regional game, which the winner for the regionals, which will be played here at Herkimer College, those regional victors get to drive to or travel to Minneapolis for the finals. And my U15 boys are primed and ready to go for the competition. So we are awaiting the opportunity to play in our doubleheader to finish off our season. That game will be at Salongo. Both games will be at Salongo on Saturday. The U15B team is still involved in matches as well. The ladies are involved in matches. My U14 Venom girls playing at the Accelerate League, they are involved with a battle for first place and are playing exceptional soccer, especially for a team that has gone through some major changes. They have gone through some abrupt changes, and that group has gelled together like I would have never believed was possible, with them only working together for a whopping 5 weeks. Went all the way to the semifinals at the North Star Cup down in Auburn, and played really well there. Each game, with the exceptional one, were very, very tight, very competitive. As a cross comes in from Krajisnik and gets cleared by NFC, there was a push called by the referee, free kick for NFC. So, and then U17, UPSL Academy boys team, they are in a battle for playoffs and the opportunity to go to the regionals. So, Krajisnik Football Club, very, very heavy with UPSL, and Anel working on other opportunities for youth soccer programs and higher level competition, both in and outside of the market. So lots of really good things going on with our club. So again, if you're interested in taking your soccer career to the next level or take it past high school, yes, you can be involved with UPSL, and yes, we have options for you in those brackets. All you got to do is just fill out the information and ask for information. That's all you need to do. Is we have a breakaway here as Krajisnik brings the ball up, gets centered into the middle. And yet again, Krajisnik is just, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal. So Andrew DeChavo was bringing that ball up. And Andrew was providing the spark for that possible cross into the middle. Rafael has been dominant in the middle since coming off of the bench. So it's business. It doesn't matter that it's a 7-0 lead. It's business as usual for this Krajisnik group. Leso has been feeding that ball right back into the top end for our forwards power strikers, making sure that those midfielders are still getting opportunities on the pitch. Everybody, it just doesn't matter. There is no lower level player on this UPSL squad for Krajisnik. And Leso is tripped up into the middle of the field, so it's a free kick for Krajisnik at the 73rd minute.
Rico, go get that ball. Take Ben with you.
Krajisnik with the free kick. 3 players, now 2 players. Still uncertain who's going to take this. So fires towards the goal and just misses that post. Everybody from NFC just trying to get through the end of this game with an 8-0 deficit. Krajisnik with the fresh legs, up top and in the middle. Ball comes out wide, looking for another shot. Gives the ball back into the middle for Pagano. Pagano fires and just misses. Just misses. So Logan is now setting up for another goal kick. And exhaustion has completely set in for this NFC team. So comes back, blocks the ball out. NFC kicks it last. So now there is a throw in for Krajisnik. And the rain comes back once again, but through the heart of this match between these two teams, the rain kind of held off, which was pretty nice to see. Overall, a good weather event.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I should. I didn't think about it. Hey, Thunder do the speakers so they can like call it a quit. That's a good one.
Everybody with cameras with flashes. Just have the flashes go. Krajisnik attacking again. Ball goes out off of the slide tackle. Referee was hesitant to showcase what it was going to be. It's going to be a Krajisnik corner kick. We've had some weather events during this UPSL season here in Herkimer. The last one most memorable was the Lightning Fest and the Thunder Fest that we had here with referees who all of a sudden could hear lightning or see thunder. So they called the match. That was the first match against Syracuse that we were up here for. And we've had a couple of other rain events as well. But for the most part, beautiful weather, beautiful facility. The college has been great to us, so thank you to Herkimer College. Women's UPSL action is still taking place. There are still games taking place for the women's team, so check out the Krajisnik Football Club website and UPSL website for women's games.
Our semifinal for the men's will be Sunday at 6:30 for the playoffs.
So the semifinals for as the skies really open up, the semifinals game is going to be Sunday at 3 here at Herkimer College, as my counterpart in crime over here lets me know about. And then we also, I'm going to get clarification from Anel, but it's been roughly 12 years, maybe a little bit longer, since there has been a divisional championship. Another rocket, just missing the goal. So this is more than just, hey, we won the division. This is setting history with this group. The men's UPSL program just continues to hit the playoffs, and it's a testament to Coach Tarek in the work that he does with this group, Gordy in the work that he does with this group, JP in the work that he does with this group from the sidelines, and also the work that he does with this group as a coach for our M2 program. You have a lot of familiar names from the M2 program, like Pagano, like Gordy. Another goal. This one's by Raphael, and that's a 9 spot. So Raphael comes over for his picture from the boys on the sidelines representing Krajisnik teams. Raphael goes and joins his teammates. NFC just wants this nightmare to go away, but Krajisnik is still there, still fighting and still producing. At the 79th minute, we have a 9-0 lead on Championship Sunday. Krajisnik goal scored by Raphael Garofalo. So Raphael puts a 9 spot up. And there's an issue with one of the NFC players. So I'm going to bring Nell in here real quick because he's shaking his head no like he has a choice in this. So there are some statistics and there's some information regarding the importance of this championship, of this division title and everything. And Nell knows it a whole lot more than I do. I may be older, but he is wiser in the world of soccer. So without further ado, a little bit of an update of the importance of this division championship from our president.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it. Thank you for everything you do. You know, you've been really good help, and I appreciate all the M2 and the UPSL games, the women's and men's you do. You do a good job. So the importance of this is it took 8 years for the men's program to get their first title. So this means a lot. Means a lot to Tarek as well because he's been there, since day one. All the ups and downs. We trusted the process and finally gets here, and we have a really good team to make some noise in the Northeast playoffs, which are coming up on Sunday. Can't wait to celebrate with the staff, with the coaches, with the boys. They definitely deserved it this year. They've definitely been locked in. We have a couple of our kids from our academy that came up that play here as well, is making a big difference. And I definitely think moving forward, we're in a good spot. This is just step one, right? We always want to do bigger and better. We want to get into the round of 32, round of 16, round of 8, and then finally get into, the national championship. That's where we want as a club to be, right? We want to always strive for greatness when we do the men's and women's programs here. Pretty excited. I got the trophies, medals right here. I don't care if it's raining, we'll be out there, celebrating.
Thanks to Nell Pajatovic, president of the club, catalyst for this UPSL program, M2. And the skies have opened up with a veracity. Mother Nature, I guess she was upset she couldn't get a ticket or something at the door. Boy, is the rain coming down in buckets. Absolute buckets here. But at the end of the day, it is Krajisnik's day with a 9-0 lead, 82nd minute, and this team is still fighting with the buckets of water pouring down on everybody. The players that stayed on the sideline to support their teammates, as that was definitely a handball, but I think the ref just wants to get out of here. They are all huddled underneath the Herkimer Generals tent, the pop-up tent there, and that tent looks like it is having one heck of a problem holding all of the water that's on top of it. That's going to turn into a waterfall in about 2 seconds. Fans here are taking cover. The diehards have their umbrellas up. This has turned into a true spectacle beyond the game. So everybody mark your calendars for next Sunday at 3 o'clock. Come out to 6:30. 6:30 next Sunday. Come on out. Herkimer College. Semifinals for this group. Get your tickets. Bring the family. Wear your Krajisnik gear. Wear your soccer gear. This is a great time to be a soccer fan. This is a great time to be a soccer player. And this is a great area to be involved with it. Between the excitement of World Cup, the excitement of UPSL, and this Krajisnik team just firing on all cylinders, working on a clean sheet shutout right now. NFC trying to muster something. They had an opportunity there. Timothy Cowan, haven't said his name much today, haven't said many of the NFC players' names today because they have just been completely outclassed and outworked by Krajisnik in every aspect of the game, including the score on the board. but they have certainly played with their hearts on their sleeves, being down the total number of players, and it was just a matter of time before Krajisnik put one on the board. But Timothy Cowan was bringing that ball up, trying to create an opportunity, and unfortunately, Timothy was not able to get the ball off of his foot to generate a shot on goal. Krajisnik just holding the ball. The referees are pretty much allowing everything to take place on the field unless it's something that's dangerous. This storm has opened up big time. So they're just running the clock, running the game. Krajisnik that was an opportunity. Krajisnik is not letting up here in the 88th minute of competition. NFC will receive a free kick. But a very happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Hug your kids tight. Enjoy your time with them. Kids grow up faster these days than any other time period. Before you know it, they're heading off to college and getting involved with other things. So everybody enjoy your Father's Day. NFC making a run here. Defense for Krajisnik coming back. 4 or 5 players. Very, very easy play for Asim. Asim Gashik has been a wall today, but in all the other matches that he has been a part of for this UPSL season, congratulations to him on a clean sheet performance today. Congratulations to this group of men who go out on the pitch and train every day, work hard every day, believe in the process every day. And congratulations to my good friend Tarek, head coach of the Krajisnik Football Club men's UPSL team. And congratulations to my best friend Anel Pajatovic, my brother, on the pitch and off. It took 8 years for an organization to have a championship. Krajisnik takes another shot. Ball goes behind the net. Ladies and gentlemen, it took 8 years, but you have a Krajisnik Football Club champion today. United Elite Krajisnik Football Club. And special shout out for your MVP, Francesco Pagano. Congratulations, buddy. Real estate sales and purchases are the most important transactions of your life, making it essential you hire the right real estate agent. I'm Greg Fanning with the Property Pros team at eXp Realty. Over the last 4 years, I have amassed a network of industry leaders to help before, during, and after your deal closes, resulting in a 5-star rating, leaving you with happy memories. Whether it's residential or commercial, relocation or investments, I'm the only realtor you'll ever need. Well, welcome back to Herkimer College, Wareham Stadium with your champion Krajisnik Football Club team, and I am honored to have Coach Tarek here, standing champion coach of the Western Division. 8 years in the making, lots of hard work. I'm not going to be like those national guys and with that question of, how does it make you feel? Tell me about everything from the first conversation you get into this to everything that you put into this and all of the transitions that took place to get you to this triumphant moment.
So, we started right after M2. We had 1 week to prepare. Like we talked about that one time when actually it was the weather like this when that game got canceled or called out. I told the guys, 1 game at a time. We have a solid group of guys. The whole thing is continuity. We just have to keep focused on the next step. Don't think too much in advance. Take 1 game at a time. You never know what could happen, and we kind of did. We got took a couple of good results early on, and then once we got going, we just kept going, which was really good. And then surprisingly, the Wednesday, it was unexpected. We weren't really thinking that Shockers would end up dropping, but Onondaga needed the point to make playoffs. And I was talking to the other coach just now. It was so funny. The point that Onondaga got off Shockers that gave us the chance to win the title is the point that took Nick's Football Club out of playoffs and Onondaga into playoffs. So that one result made the 3 teams' season different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One team started to go in playoffs, winning it. It was just out, and the other 2 teams are in. And that's soccer. That's the beauty of it.
It just showcases the level of talent throughout the entire bracket and how one little moment can shift the entire division.
The whole thing. And it is one result nobody expects. It happens, and it changes the outcome for us. And, we came runners up a few times. We came to a few finals, a whole bunch of semifinals. So now that we got the division title, I told the guys, we have a chance to go home for the next 3 games until the neutral game. So our record also put us in a forefront now when we go into playoffs. We're hosting, which is a big help, especially if you have to play the teams from Ohio or something. If we end up going further, God bless it. So we'll see.
So with your roster tonight, you guys came out and within the first 2 minutes you had 2 firing howitzers on that goal. Popped it from a 3-0 lead to a 5-0 lead. You're making adjustments and substitutions. Tonight it didn't matter who you put on the pitch. What was that message at halftime?
Once we went up that 1-0 and then you saw 3 goals back. I told the guys, first goal goes, after that will just be a floodgate. And at halftime, just kind of don't give up. Keep the foot on the gas. So the other guys that come in off the bench, they can come into a good game and they can actually have a good outing. And I think they did. Some of the guys that maybe played 10, 20 minutes the whole season played a good 35, 40 minutes, and a few of them even scored. So it's just a good feeling overall.
Yeah, it was great to see Victor out there in the middle, and he's a big name for the M2 program during the winter time. And Arnav and I have called his games for a number of years now to see him out there hammering it. But this team just right now it just looks completely unstoppable. So focus for semifinals for Sunday. A little bit of rest. You jumping right back into it.
A couple practices this week. We got to get some touches, keep the continuity going, make sure that we're not slipping up, and come next Sunday, 6:30 here, we'll be ready.
Beautiful. Well, listen, it's been an honor to call your games all year long.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate the friendship and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well deserved.
Thank you.
And tell the boys to handle their business.
All right. Will do.
We will see you on Sunday.
All right, my friend.
Folks, I will be back with the last parting moments and the last parting message in just a few minutes from these participating sponsors. Hey folks, well it's been an exciting evening. 8 years in the workings for this team, this Krajisnik team, to win the Western Division title. And you heard from Coach Tarek himself. A couple of semifinals, a couple of finals. We've been knocking on the door. And this group of men got on this pitch tonight and made it a no-doubter. Congratulations to NFC on their season and all that they have accomplished. And a lot of heart from that organization on the pitch tonight. But Krajisnik was just too much, and quite frankly, they've been too much all season long, battling the premium level players throughout this division. So, what's next? Well, next Sunday, 6:30, Herkimer College, Wareham Stadium. Maybe Mother Nature won't have a deluge of rain like what's going on right now. But I will tell you this much, there will be a battle, there will be a war, and it is called semifinals. So get your tickets. Grab your family members, put on your Krajisnik gear, and come out for that match. We will have a streaming broadcast, so you'll be able to pick it up on YouTube. But let's pack the stands. Let's everybody come out in their blue and white, and let's showcase support for this group that gives back to the community, that gives back to the soccer community in a huge way, and represents this club in a massive way. Also, keep an eye out open for your UPSL women's program too, because they're in the battle for their division as well. This is Greg Fanning calling your broadcast for United League Krajisnik Football Club on YouTube and our participating broadcast channels, saying thank you for your attention tonight. Congratulations to the coaching staff and the players, many of them good friends of mine. Congratulations to them for the Western New York Division champions. Francesco Pagano on his MVP championship trophy. And ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys on Sunday at 6:30 here in Herkimer at Wareham Stadium for our semifinal match in men's UPSL action.